It's been several weeks now since we freed the Mohawk prisoners from captivity. I had hoped their leader might make contact, but there's been only silence. My men grow restless. They want to know what comes next, and I do not have an answer. Lee alone remains active, pursuing leads, however slight. He stalks the city streets and scouts the bordering woods, hopeful that he might make contact with one of those we saved. There was a woman there that night. It was she who helped the others to safety. If we can find her, I believe I'll have my answers. So, I watch and wait, hopeful that my true mission might finally begin.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. I'm your host, Inner1. This is Sequence 3 in our Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered 100% walkthrough. Don't forget to leave a like, comment below. Thank you to the Patreons and members for helping create this content, and hopefully you guys enjoy.
Hello, Charles. Any luck finding our mystery woman?
Word is she's been stirring up trouble just outside the city in a town called Lexington.
Well, then that's where we begin our search. I'll meet you there.
All right, so as you can see now, it's winter time, and you're going to come back a few different times and have it be winter. So you'll get to see like kind of the different areas, summer, winter, the different types of seasons. But as you can see, our objective is all the way down here, and we need to start heading that way. So you're going to get on a horse and you're going to make your long trek down. We'll show a little bit of this just to show you kind of what the horse gameplay is. But there's really not too much to see, as we've already done pretty much everything that we can in the city as Hatham. And so because of that, there's not really much else to do here. So we're going to go ahead at this point, skip forward until we reach our destination. So 1, 2, Alakazam. Ah, yes. It's like magic. So we've made it towards the end here, and now we can finally exit. This was one of the reasons I think I really loved this game, is because Assassin's Creed was starting to become more open world when Assassin's Creed 2 kind of came around, and since then they've really involved it to make it so much fun. And at this point in the series, I think it was at its best, where the world was huge, but it didn't feel too huge for you to actually want to cover all of it. And we are now in the frontier. You can take a look at the frontier here, and you can see that this section is already unlocked to us. You can see it. However, there are no things that you can actually get, no viewpoints or anything like that. So let's go ahead and set our marker. And as always, I'll show a little bit of footage of us traveling to here, just so you guys can see a little bit of the open world and how awesome it looks, especially for those of you that can watch this in HDR. Just remember that the first time you're watching it, it's probably not going to be in HDR, because the HDR takes days, maybe even weeks to actually work. So because of that, just understand that you might have to come back to the video later on to be able to watch it in full HDR. Otherwise, if you're just watching in the normal quality, it's still very, very beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and skip forward, and we'll see you at the start of the mission. We have arrived at our destination, and away we go.
Have you found her?
She's made camp not too far from here.
Excellent. Well, the sooner we're done, the sooner we can get out of this cold.
We'll move faster on I'm afraid I have some bad news, sir.
Oh?
Braddock is insisting I return to service under him. I've tried to beg off, to no avail.
No doubt he's still angry about losing Pitcairn. To say nothing of the shaming we gave him. Do as he asks. In the meantime, I'll work on having you released.
I'm sorry for the trouble.
Not your fault.
And of course, this was the first Assassin's Creed game that really gave you a sense of upward trajectory when it comes to traveling against the trees and stuff, which we'll go into that a little bit more later.
We're too late.
Fire's only just been snuffed. Snow recently disturbed. She's close.
Bollocks.
Tracks are fresh. They must be hers. Seems she took to higher ground. Out of the snow and into the trees.
Love the music here.
Wait here. Wait! Come back! Do you return to Braddock, Charles, before he grows suspicious? I can handle things from here.
But, sir!
But nothing! Go! Stop running! I only wish to talk! I am not your enemy! Please just hear me out! Gods, woman! Only let me speak!
All you gotta do is not do 50% damage.
You try my patience, woman!
Are you touched in the head?
Me, Hatham. I come in peace.
Why are you speaking so slow?
Sorry.
What do you want?
Well, your name, for one.
I'm Gadzit Zio.
Pleased to meet you. God's day.
Just call me Zio.
Dio.
Zio.
Dio.
Now tell me why it is you're here. Where did you get this?
From an old friend.
I've only seen such markings in one other place.
Where?
Well, it is forbidden for me to speak of it.
I saved your people. Does this mean nothing to you? Look, I am not the enemy.
Close to here, there is a hill. Meet me there, and we'll see if you speak the truth.
When she said close, she meant real close.
That town hosts soldiers who seek to drive my people from these lands. They're led by a man known as the Bulldog.
Edward Braddock.
You know him?
He is no friend of mine.
Every day, more of my people are lost to men like him.
Then I suggest we put a stop to it. Together.
What do you propose?
That we kill Edward Braddock. But first, we have to find him.
I don't trust you.
I know
Yet you remain.
that I might prove you wrong.
It will not happen.
So you say.
So I know.
Yet, I remain. Wait here. A Mohawkman is likely to raise suspicions, if not muskets.
This is hardly the first time I've been amongst your people. I can handle myself.
I hope so.
Can't stand being quartered there. The endless crashing of the waves, the sting of the salt in my eyes, and the goddamn gulls shrieking and shitting everywhere.
You're sure that's where we're going?
Aye, the Bulldog's putting together another expedition.
That's what they're calling them now. Expeditions.
Aye, smart too. Slap a fancy name on something and all evil is excused.
I hear tell the French are readying to move on our positions. Wonder what Braddock intends to do about it.
He's already left for the advance camp. I'll wager our little holiday here is just about ended. We'll be marching south before week's end. Oi! Where you going, Cully?
Me?
No, the other cock Robin.
Well, I was leaving.
Oh? And now?
Well, now... I'm going to feed you your teeth.
And you were worried I was going to be the problem?
Very simple. You just need to throw them into those, and then that's it. Now we can actually just go ahead and finish them off.
You're hurt.
Oh, that's nothing.
Here. This should stop the bleeding.
That wasn't necessary. But thank you.
We should move on. Meet me at Braddock's camp when you're ready.
All right, Unconvinced is done. All optional objectives complete. And now we're going to head to our next mission. Up next is Execution is Everything.
Use the snowstorm to mask your approach. Having second thoughts?
Hardly. But I'll have to approach this carefully.
Go on then. I'll keep watch from here.
quickly make your way to this.
I can hide in that cart.
You got plenty of time to get there, by the way.
What's in the wagon? I need a full inventory.
As you wish. Let's see. 2 barrels of salt, 12 pounds pork, 10 pounds of beef, 7 dozen eggs, 16 wheels of cheese. None of it French, don't worry. 5 bottles of whiskey, a couple dozen new uniforms, boots, a leather for patching, blankets, a cart of feed for the horses. What else? That's it? That's all there is?
Essentially what you want to do is make sure that you have your bare hands selected. If there is going to be enemies you take out, it needs to be done with your bare hands.
Those cannons are like to cause trouble. Perhaps I could sabotage them.
General Braddock refused the offer. There will be no truce.
Damn it! Why, George? What reason did he give?
He said a diplomatic solution was no solution at all. That allowing the French to retreat would only delay an inevitable conflict. One in which they'd now have the upper hand.
There's merit to those words, as much as I hate to admit it. Still, can't he see this is unwise?
It doesn't sit well with me either. We're far from home with our forces divided. Worse, I fear Braddock's bloodlust makes him careless. It puts the men at risk. I'd rather not be delivering grim news to mothers and widows because the Bulldog wanted to prove a point.
Where is the general now?
Rallying the troops.
And then it's on to Fort Duquesne, I assume?
Eventually. The march north will surely take time. There's a copy of the plans in the command tent should you wish to review them.
At least this will be ended soon.
I tried, John.
I know, my friend. I know.
That map will surely be of use. I need to find it.
Now, if you're quick enough, you can actually take this, if I remember correctly, without knocking him out. But if you want the surefire way of making sure that you're good... Alright, technically you can actually leave, but if you want to do your optional objectives, then keep going. Might as well get some money while you're at it. It's best to wait here because as you can see, probably if I would have came in right now would have been the perfect time to do it. But as you can see, he's already heading back now. So just wait until he's on his way back and then you're free to go. Well, I wouldn't have glitched through this and then jumped off. You know, I'm going to keep that in because that's... Normally I would take this out because that's like kind of a ridiculous thing that just happened to us. As long as I can actually still climb and get back up there. That was actually really, really sucky. But the game is giving us climbing points, so that's good. Alright, let's try this again, and hopefully this time I won't glitch through. We are going to have to wait one more time. As much as we all love the original Assassin's Creed games, they're still very, very glitchy. And I'm trying to hit it. There we go. So you're going to want to take him out, because if we're going to exit out here and we take out that one guard there, we want to make sure that they're not alerted to us. And I like to cover my tracks a little bit. Of course, you don't have to be as thorough as me when I do this. I think it adds a little to the immersion. And we're free to go. So, as you can clearly see, sometimes things aren't always going to be perfect. Obviously, we glitched through the wall as we were trying to climb that. But what I'm happy about is the fact that we've done this on a first time go, meaning that, yeah, I've already played the mission once already, but there was nothing that kind of got in our way that was enough for us to have to restart a checkpoint or anything like that. And that's always a win in my book, especially in these types of games that can be a little glitchy.
What news?
Braddock has left to rally his troops. They're marching on Fort Duquesne. It'll be a while yet till they're ready, which gives us time to form a plan.
No need. We will ambush them here near the river. Go and gather your allies. I will do the same. I will send word when it is time to strike.
Execution is everything is done. Notice how we can select the whistle or call horse, and then it'll appear on our thing. This allows us to be able to call a horse at any time, and now we're head on to the next mission. All right, we've made it.
The cold, cold ground.
Here, here.
Hard at work, I see.
How did you...
It is time. We've set up camp to the north. Meet me there.
Gentlemen, let us away.
First it was too cold. Now it's too goddamn hot.
And humid too. It's a right swamp, I tell you.
To say nothing of the mosquitoes.
Warm weather and bugs are soon to be the least of our worries.
What? You mean the bulldog?
Please. We'll be in that one's beef soon enough and on to the next.
Where's your boy Lee gone off to?
Returned to finish out his service under Braddock.
I imagine the bulldog's none too pleased after the stunt we pulled.
Pleased to spin a tale of my incompetence and beg forgiveness. He is away with words, especially when it comes to flattery. I expect he'll be welcomed back with open arms.
Which would give us a man inside.
Precisely.
Unless you've underestimated.
see you've been busy.
All these men are from many different tribes, united in their desire to see Braddock sent away. The Abenaki, the Lenape, the Shawnee.
And you? Who do you stand for?
Myself.
What would you have me do?
Will you help the others to prepare? Follow. They come.
Everything all right, sir? Just savoring the moment. No doubt, many wonder why it is we've pushed so far west. These are wild lands, as yet untamed and unsettled. But it shall not always be so. In time, our holdings will no longer suffice. And that day is closer than you think. We must ensure our people have ample room to grow and further prosper. Which means we need more land. The French understand this, and endeavor to prevent such growth. They skirt around our territory, erecting forts and forging alliances, awaiting the day they might strangle us with the noose they've built. This must not come to pass. We must sever the cord and send them back. This is why we ride. To offer them one last chance. The French will leave, or they will die.
Now's the time to strike.
Wait. To scatter the expedition is not enough. We must ensure that Braddock falls, else he's sure to try again. I'll disguise myself as one of his own and make my way to his side. Your ambush will provide the perfect cover for me to deliver the killing blow.
All right, so we need to kill militia without triggering open conflict.
There, in front of us.
So all you need to do is make sure that we take out 2 enemies first. See, sometimes it can be a little weird. And hilarious when you can do it right next to the other one. So you're gonna wait till he turns around. Now at this point we can actually go ahead and continue the stealth if you want. Or you can get into open conflict. You won't always be able to get somebody's attention. As you can see, sometimes they're a little bit too far away. I, for one, am a huge proprietor of stealth, so therefore I want to keep trying to stealth as long as I can.
Kill them!
And then we can go ahead and get started.
could anyone call this forest
I'm telling
home?
you, we've packed
It's
the
all
car. The French
nothing
push
hard.
back, there'll be a lot of opportunities for us up north.
Now, the next optional objective can be a little tough.
Have served, you mean? Sir, you are grateful to have served.
General!
Edward. Not so fun on the other end of the barrel, is it?
Look out!
Sir!
Where are you off to, Edward?
All right, this part can be actually pretty tricky because you have to make sure that you don't do anything that keeps you from being able to reload. There's 2 down.
I never took you for a coward, Edward.
Come on, then! Such arrogance. I always knew it would be the end of you. Is the end of you.
Don't. Hurry before he gets away! I said go!
Just don't create a time paradox. I don't want to think that George Washington is a dick to horses, you know?
You're a hypocrite, Hatham!
I'm sorry, Edward, but you forced my hand.
Why, Hatham?
Your death opens a door. It's nothing personal. Well, maybe it is a little personal. Been a pain in my ass, after all.
But we are brothers in arms.
Once, perhaps. No longer.
Do you think I've forgotten what you did? All those innocents slaughtered, and for what? It does not engender peace to cut your way to resolution.
Wrong. Whether we applied the sword more liberally and more often, the world would be a better place than it is today.
In this instance, I concur. Farewell, Edward.
It's done. Now I've upheld my part of the bargain. I expect that you will honor yours.
Follow me.
No. No!
You seem disappointed.
I thought that I held a key that would open something here.
This room is all there is.
I expected more. What do they mean?
It tells the story of Yotzitzizu, who came into our world and shaped it for what life might come. She had a hard journey, fraught with great loss and peril. But she believed in her children and what they might achieve. And though she is long gone from the physical world, her eyes still watch over us. Her ears still hear our words. Her hands still guide us. And her love still gives us strength.
You have shown me great kindness, dear. Thank you. I should go.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and take a look at that because this is going to be the end of the sequence. There is a few more cutscenes that are going to happen, so make sure, don't leave the video just yet. But I wanted to show you that sequence 3 is complete. All optional objectives have been met. All that is left now is to do this final cutscene here. Now, one thing to make a mental note of, this is your time to go and do whatever you want with Haytham, because this is going to be your last time that you're going to get the chance to actually play as him. And, none of us knew, I believe, going into the game when it first came out, that we were actually even going to get to play as the main protagonist's father, which I thought was just so cool. And you got to do it, the first time you play it, you're spending hours at Boston, just looking around, just having fun, doing different things, right? So it was literally hours, like probably up to 10 hours, because I was very thorough. The first time I played the game, I wanted to explore and do everything before we even get to play as the main protagonist, which I thought was so unique and really, really cool. But say goodbye to our time as Haytham and let us continue. And next up after this will be sequence 4.
Master Kenway, did you find it then?
It was not the right place.
The others are waiting for you.
Gentlemen, please, sit. I fear our temple was no more than a painted cave. Although it did contain precursor images and script, which means we are close.
Not close enough, it seems.
We need to redouble our efforts and expand our order and establish a permanent base here. Although the site eludes us, I am confident we will find it.
Truth. Hear, hear.
Furthermore, I believe it is time we welcome Charles into our fold. He has proven himself a loyal disciple and served unerringly since the day he came to us. He should be able to share in our knowledge and reap all the benefits that such a gift implies. Are any opposed? Very well. Charles, come, stand. Do you swear to uphold the principles of our order and all that for which we stand?
I do.
And never to share our secrets nor divulge the true nature of our work?
I do.
And to do so from now until death, whatever the cost?
I do.
Then we welcome you into our fold, brother. Together, we will usher in the dawn of a new world, One defined by purpose and order. Give me your hand. You are a Templar. May the Father of Understanding guide us.
May the Father of Understanding guide us.
Wait, what?